and Indians come your way next. Baseball under the lights from Progressive Field here in the Buckeye State of Ohio. It's the penultimate game of the year between the Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians. Welcome into Red Sox baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. Alongside me are Major League veterans Steve Lyons and Eric Karros. And Steve, let's talk about the two starters that take the baseball here tonight.
Yeah, you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you with the play. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Red Sox, as John Farrell's guys will line up like this. They'll go to work against the third overall pick in the 2011 draft class, the hard-throwing right-hander Trevor Bauer. Defensively, the Indians will line up this way. Michael Martinez is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field. Mookie Betts makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening.
All right, guys, welcome back to MLB 15 The Show. This is another bullpen game for the Red Sox. Craig Breslow is going to get the start. And the lineup is rough. I mean, you got Rutledge in there, you got Marrero in there, you got, Ortiz is out, Pedroia is out, so Red Sox lost in real life 2-0. Breslow actually pitched well. He went 5 1/3 innings and gave up 2 solo home runs. That was it. So, Sox are 78 and 83.
Here's the first pitch.
With 1 game left.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Nobody out, runner up first. He waits, now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Boy, very aggressive against him here to start the ballgame. He's thrown only 3 pitches, yet 2 of them have been turned into hits. For his sake, you better hope that you can tone that ratio down, or he won't be around too long in this one.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs.
News came out that John Farrell will return to the Red Sox as manager next season. And Torey Lovullo, who has done a hell of a job. Of course, Bogaerts. What Red Sox game on MLB 15 The Show would it be without Bogaerts grounding into a rally-killing double play? I mean, what would it be? You know what I mean? Number 3, I'd like to see how many ground into double plays this guy's grounded into this season. But Torey Lovullo did a hell of a job guiding the Red Sox while Farrell was out. He did a great job as manager. I think even better than Farrell did. Will return as bench coach for 2 years. And there's a clause in his contract where he cannot attempt to apply for a managerial position. So I assume they gave him tons of money for him to lock him up and keep him, just in case Farrell does shitty. So, big news as far as that goes. I think Farrell will really be on a short leash in Boston, especially with the
look at the starting lineup for the
number of moves I imagine the Red Sox will do in the offseason, as well as the fact that Luvello I think did a better job than Farrell did, with less, if you think about it. I mean, Farrell had, think about it for a minute, he had Victorino, he had all the same guys they have now. He had a worse pitching staff, or a better pitching staff, theoretically.
And in the field, the Red Sox will look like this behind him.
Yeah. Look at that lineup. Sandy Leon at catcher. Although in the game he's hitting 400, but in real life he's hitting dick. 182. Hopefully I can get 5 1/3 out of Breslow here. This should be something.
Step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Okay, let's take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
It's been a great start to this road trip so far. They won 4 of the first 5 games. Normally, even if you just played 500 ball on the road, you'll be fine. So they're exceeding that number and then some.
Now the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And Bradley will play it on the hop. It's a base hit. Jose Ramirez will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game. The breaking ball there had it frozen, strike 1.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
He's set, now the pitch. Now, fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. He's ready now to pitch, and this will be fouled away. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter. And they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Here's Michael Brantley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
$61 doubles for Trout. Unreal.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Carlos Santana stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0-for-4 in that ball game. Fastball in there for a called strike. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch up.
From the belt, the pitch. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. Another 0-2 coming. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No. Takes the first base umpire. Ball 1. Good pitch here, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
You know, you really hate to see this first inning opportunity slip away, especially with 2 guys on and your cleanup hitter up there. But now it's going to take a 2-out hit from your number 5 guy to put a crooked number on the board.
Lonnie Chisenhall is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
2 men are on with 2 men out. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Indians strand a couple. We've played an inning. No score. Rusney Castillo will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Here's the first offering. Chopper foul. And the pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get it out here. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And here's the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. And now pitch on the way. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. It was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done him any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Things haven't gone all that smoothly for him here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 games, so they're going to be looking to get a little offense going to take some of the pressure off of this pitching staff.
First pitch coming. Sharply hit past Bauer on the mound and into center field for a base hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. It'll make its way into center field.
Sandy Leon will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Through the second for the first out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Mike Aviles will start things off in the bottom of the second. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Here it comes. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a rather easy first out. And with that, we'll give you a quick look at our current standings in the AL East. Ryan Raber will take his first cut to the ball game here. First pitch coming. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. Michael Martinez digs in at the plate. Comes set, now the pitch. Swing, he pops him up over toward foul territory. Marrero is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Roberto Perez will take his first cuts now. He was responsible for both of his Cubs runs batted in last night's ball game. In there, no balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just buy yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Indians lead 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Jackie Bradley Jr. will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here it comes. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Jeez. Finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a diving try by Aviles, but it's past his outstretched glove, a base hit.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here, but you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Mookie Betts will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. Bradley runs. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. 1 away. Josh Rutledge will dig in. He singled his first time around. First offering on the way. Oh dear, that caught him full bore on the mound as it ricochets back toward the plate. And they get the out at first. Score it 1-2-3 on the put out, and now let's see if he's okay. Xander Bogaerts will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. 3rd inning, no score to this point. As a look, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. He'll try again, 1-2. Hit hard, but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from 3rd. Here he comes again, 1-2. And fastball swung on, missed, and the side is retired. Golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We play 2.5. No score on the show. Chris Johnson makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put him behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And a diving try and left, but he can't come up with it. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Jose Ramirez will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to 3rd base.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Foul back. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to 3rd. And taken in out there for the first out.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, That pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Michael Bradley will stand in. Base hit his first time around. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw against him, 2 down.
Oh, man. I think that one was more about self-preservation than anything else. This is right back to the box on one hop. Hello. He's able to flag that thing down and make the play. Woo.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's set, now the pitch. Now this is swung on and dribbled up the first base line. But this will get foul for strike 2. Pause, now the pitch. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you kind of established that high.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Travis Shaw will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Rusney Castillo will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning. And that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
Brock Holt will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. Line hard to center field. And a base hit as the run will come in to score, and that gives the Red Sox a 1-0 lead.
This team's got plenty of guys who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but these straight singles will do the job as well.
Devin Marrero will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch on the way. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way after the mound to pay a quick visit. Sandy Leon will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Boy, it's already been a tough start to this inning as it is. And now the wild pitch is going to make things even tougher, as that'll move 2 men into scoring position now, still with nobody out.
He waits, now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. And now against his body, a jump throw. And the throw will be too late as he couldn't get enough on it, and that'll score the run from third.
Yeah, tough break there defensively, 2 away. Gets the ground ball he needed to get out of the inning, but this ball just wound up in the perfect place. winds up as an infield single and an RBI.
That's a glitch in the audio.
Bradley Jr.
It wasn't the pitch he needed to get out of the inning. There's nobody out.
Another two
So
men out there on base.
unless you're talking about a triple play.
Quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it in deep right field.
Ah!
And this
He almost hits it out. His first homer of the year. Almost.
allowed to score.
Yeah, that runner on second base was obviously going to score easily. I'm not quite sure they would have waved that runner from first, but it doesn't matter now as he's going to have to go back to third base anyway on the ground rule double.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Gavin Floyd is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the fourth inning. Here's Mookie Betts. Here's a ball fought off foul off to the right. It's strike one. 4 runs here in this half inning. He's ready now, the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Well, it's been a big inning already, and they tacked on another run here on the sacrifice fly. But at this point, I think defensively, you're just happy to take it out.
Josh Rutledge will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch on its way from Floyd. Now is swinging a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And that's taken in straight away right. Really tried from second. Around third, here's Bradley.
What are you doing?
A block at the
Wow. What a... I don't know what we're doing there. Wow, man.
Very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Indians nothing. Lonnie Chisenhall will step forward now to lead things off, and after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
This is where, as a pitcher, you can start to put the clamp down. This was a tie ball game, but now all of a sudden, he's out there with a 5-run lead. So you can bet he won't be afraid to start going after guys a bit more, just like he did right there.
Mike Felix will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's a ball chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and there are 2 down. Third and final game of this 3-game set comes your way Sunday afternoon. That's tomorrow. And you see the pitchers scheduled to take the mound in the series finale. Ryan Rayburn will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And he loses the handle on the transfer, and that's going to allow the inning to continue. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Michael Martinez will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken through ball 1. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Ready now on 1-1. Grounded foul. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Indians lead 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Xander Bogaerts will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Travis Shaw will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a good bounce back inning here after the 5-run outburst last time around. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Indians 0. Roberto Perez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame at this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the 1-2 out of play. Here's another 1-2. Grounded foul. Still 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And he's retired here, 1 away. Chris Johnson will dig in. He doubled his last time. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Now here's the pitch. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Swinging a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single. Jose Ramirez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
Yeah, obviously he's working down in the zone, hoping to get the double play and get him out of this. But he just made things worse now, as that's going to move a guy into scoring position on the wild pitch.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Two. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Michael Brantley will dig in here. 1 for 2. Singled and grounded out so far. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
And not only was that way high, but you've got to be careful not to airmail one over your catcher's head.
That misses. 2-0. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Tribe. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Brock Holt will stand in as they'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the sixth. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Here's the first offering. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. 1-1 on the way. 1-1 pitch is lifted in the air out to right. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away. Devin Marrero will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far. And here's the first pitch. Oh, this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Sandy Leon will step in. An RBI single this last time around. Now the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Carlos Santana will settle in to lead things off here for Cleveland. First pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance, you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Chopper, foul. The next 0-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. A night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights. This winds up being a long out to 40 time.
Monty Chisenhall will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Here comes Sox manager John Farrell on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Matt Barnes is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. First pitch coming. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
And as a pitcher, you always have to remember that once you let go of the pitch, you've got to become an infielder. Here's a guy that fields his position well, so he's in great position to spear this thing and then get the easy out at first.
Mike Avila will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame. A curveball looked at here for strike one.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. nothing. Back here in Cleveland, Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Jackie Bradley Jr. will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the 3rd, and it's strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
And this is popped high in the air, back behind short. And Aviles will look this one in for the first down. Mookie Betts will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the left near Brian Butterfield in the third base coaching box. Now here's the pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down out there.
Pretty good swing there. You watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
In now, Josh Rutledge. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Labor is there. 2 down. Xander Bogaerts will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
That's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
First pitch on its way from Floyd. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. From the stretch. A good bend on that one as it's fouled away. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 home now to Bogaerts. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get it out here. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Ryan Labor will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
In the air to left center. There to take it is Castillo when he makes the play for the first down. Michael Martinez will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. There's a ball lined into left center, and that's over the head of Bogaerts at short for a base hit. Roberto Perez will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And a bouncing ball, foul. As a look, now the pitch. And here's a changeup in there for a full 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
This looks like a straight changeup here. 80 miles an hour. Is that a strike? Well, yeah, it sure is. I don't think there's much to complain about right there.
Chris Johnson will dig in. He singled his last time around. Tommy Lane will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Now here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2 from the belt of the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Indians lead 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Travis Shaw get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Here's the first offering. Chopper foul. Here it comes. Having success with a fastball here, it's 0-2 now.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and then.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
He's working into his 5th inning out of the bullpen, so he's likely well beyond what was.
Meanwhile, now this is hit well down that right field line and gone for a home run. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 9 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
When you're pitching this deep into a ball game and give up a home run like that, you got to be kicking yourself. There's no way that you can give up those kind of home runs. You got to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Into the box now, Rusney Castillo. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. It's on the way. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike. Now here it comes. And he sends it the other way toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Brock Holt will dig in with 1 in and 1 away. Alan Craig will come on as a pinch hitter. Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. Rayburn backing plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Kevin Morero will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now the first pitch. Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Sandy Leon will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Opposite field to left. Around 3rd and being waved on home. And the round is officially underway. It is 7-0.
That was some kind of effort out there. Here's a look at it. He's charging in hard, and this ball just kicks off his glove right there. This is going to be a base hit all the way, but it was nearly a super play.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And you'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Red Sox on top, 7-0. Jose Ramirez will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
They've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
Heath Hembry will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. But fastball in there for a called strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. I need to guard against that.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. The pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. And that's lifted in the air out toward left. Castillo comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Michael Brantley will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Now the pitch. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stand. 1-1 pitch on the way. 1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees. And the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Here you go. This slider sort of backs up on him a little bit. He gave up on it far too early because this was the best pitch he had to hit the entire at bat.
Carlos Santana will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ballgame are growing just by the batter.
No runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Indians go down 1, 2, 3. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Austin Adams will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Mookie Betts will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. And the 9th inning will get underway here with a swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Standing in now, Josh Rutledge. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and that's through, a base hit.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And just putting some distance between him now as that lead gets even bigger.
If you want execution, just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Travis Shaw will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th. The solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. Fouled straight back. A runner at second, nobody out. He's ready, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard to third. Oh, look at this. And he is going to get him at first base, and my goodness, that was a highlight reel effort. Rusney Castillo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Pause, now the pitch. And he didn't quite get all of it as this is lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is turning ugly now as this falls down for extra bases. The relay throw, it's in there easily. It's a stand-up triple.
I think the phrase here is, when you're hot, you're hot. And he's been on fire the last week or so, and it's going to continue here as he drives this all the way out to the wall. It'll wind up an RBI triple.
Here now is Alan Craig. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. He's set, now the pitch. Swing, and miss, it's 0-2. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
And a fastball swung out and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away. Kevin Marrero, we'll see if he can keep it going. 3 for 4 thus far. Comes set, now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and bringing things upward. It's 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
Ball hit sharply on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox are out in front, 10-0. Lonnie Chisenhall will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the 9th, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first inning, they haven't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Gene Machi is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch. That's usually a fastball.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Betts is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Into the box, Mike Aviles. Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying the deep right. Betts is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Nice job there as he gets the first 2 men to face him here, and now they're just 1 out away from picking up the first 2 games of this series.
Ryan Rayburn will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Too low, 1-0. Now the pitch. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul. Look out over there. Here's the 1-2. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. 2-2 pitch on the way. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat, but if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
One final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Derek Harrow, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Red Sox win it 10-0. Good night from Cleveland.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Red Sox end their season tomorrow, so stay tuned. We'll